Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now continuing my review of the new McFarlane DC Multiverse releases. This will be my review of the DC Multiverse Mr. Terrific. Now let us start with the packaging. So the front of the box, typical McFarlane packaging, although I just noticed now that the DC logo is already updated to the latest DC logo style, and it has this clear window wherein you can see the figure. And right now I'm already thinking that I think this is a complete reuse of the Alan Scott Green Lantern body mold, but with some minor configurations. Anyway, guys, that is the front of the box. Now the side of the box, it says Mr. Miracle New Gods. So Mr. Miracle is part of the New Gods. Sorry, guys. This is actually a character that I'm not that very familiar with. So the back of the box is an art, I guess, from the comic book about the character, and I'm already actually seeing a little minor difference within the figure and this art that I think McFarlane didn't get. Then the other side says Mr. Terrific, bottom of the figure, and the top. Anyway, guys, let us unbox this figure and see if McFarlane did justice to this character in action figure form. So this is everything out of the box, and as you can see, guys, he doesn't really come with a lot. He doesn't even have any alternate hands, which, to be honest, for me, for an action figure, is like quite a necessity. Like it should have been a must that that he should have had alternate hands. Anyway, let's have a look at the items that he comes with. Standard McFarlane art card with a short biography at the back. That's a nice name, Scott Free. Standard McFarlane base with the new DC logo. And then these two white saucer like thing, which I guess you put on his legs. I think I remember some art of Mr. Miracle that he usually plays with these two on his legs. Here is a complete 360-degree look of the figure, and I had to put Mr. Miracle in a plate stand because that cape makes him very back heavy, and I really cannot put him standing in a vanilla pose without falling down or getting knocked down because he is really back heavy because of that cape. I kind of wish that McFarlane actually gave him a cloth cape as an improvement of this mold, because one of the things that I really did not like about this mold is that very very heavy cape that is made of thick plastic. It just makes the figure very very hard to stand. Now, this is something that I'm really not gonna miss when McFarlane loses its license, because when they really reuse a mold, they don't do the necessary modification to actually make the character look. Make the figure look like the character. I mean, what is missing in this? They even provided us with an art card, and if if you can see closely, there's an M there, which I guess is for miracle. That's not there. They just kept the They just kept the design of the original Alan Scott cape. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if this is from the comics or something that McFarlane just did in order for it to have an art that looks like the figure, because they've been doing that also sometime. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think this is another just lazy remold of McFarlane and say, okay, this will pass us, Mr. Miracle. It's like, it's like already. So I can say that it's like it's 90% there, and the remaining 10%. Nah, let's forget about the remaining 10%. Anyway, guys, that's just my biggest complaint. Actually, it's not even my biggest complaint. My biggest complaint is actually on the head skull. If you will look at the art, that's how I actually remember Mr. Miracle look like. That's how I remember him look like. And does the figure look anything like that art card? I think this looks like too happy, I guess. I, I don't know, guys. The head sculpt is actually one of the things that I guess is gonna make most of us collector decide to pass on this one, because first it doesn't have the M logo, and then next I don't think the head sculpt is actually very representative of the character. And as I said, I'm not even that familiar with the character, but based from the art that I saw, not just this one, but I remember Mr. Miracle looking like this, and they didn't capture it in this figure. Anyway, guys, after that rant, let's have a closer look at the figure. So here's a close-up look at the front of the figure. Here's a close-up look at the side. Here's a close-up look at the other side. Finally, here's a close-up look at the back, which is covered by that very, very heavy and thick cape. Let's see if we can. Nah, just give me a second, guys. Here it is. I just want to show to you guys the back of the figure and put that long rubber cape away. So the figure scales close to 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters. For some size comparison, here he is next to Power Girl. Man, Power Girl really towers over most of these guys. Here he is next to Cowardly Lot Batman. Here he is next to the new classic Wonder Woman. And finally, here he is next to the Strange Tales Superman. Overall, guys, I don't know, guys. This is a passable Mr. Terrific to you. I'm just getting tired of McFarlane doing this remold, especially of these minor characters. Which is wherein I think that they don't do an effort at all, because as I said, this is, I guess, Mr. Terrific. This looks like, I guess, Mr. Terrific, maybe like 90%, but the remaining 10% is quite really necessary in order for him to actually look like the character. So yeah, this is another one of those figures which, if I'm not just a completionist or I don't review this DC Multiverse on YouTube, I will actually stay away. I think it is an easy pass, because what could have made this figure at least a little better is first the M logo, and then next cloth cape. They should have just have given him a cloth cape, because this is one of those mold wherein he really has this very heavy and thick rubber cape. A cloth cape for this figure would have been a great improvement. So yeah, for me this is just another half-ass work from McFarlane. But if you guys like it, then I hope at least I've helped you decide to get it. If it is, if it is enough for you. But for me, my opinion is that they were almost there, and then they just decided to stop and say, yeah, this is possible. This is Mr. Miracle. Anyway, guys, if you reached this part of my video, thanks a lot. If you like my video, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, guys, enjoy life and keep collecting.